It's December 7th, 2021. The garden hasn't changed much since most of the things are dormant now. Here's the green onion. As you can see, it's still sending out new leaves. And I actually identified this plant over here. It's Herb Roberts. It's actually invasive. And it has been flowering and shedding a lot of seeds, and you can see it's actually sprouting on the fake grass. Pretty cool. And sweet alyssum still flowering. It usually flowers throughout the whole winter actually. Here's the blueberry. Those green leaves has started to turn color. And some of the dormant buds, the overwinter buds, are forming now. Over here is the saffron. Really pretty dewdrops on the leaves. And here just more of the saffron leaves. Grape, can't really see those overwintered buds yet, but they're slowly forming. Mulberry, I heavily trimmed the plants. On the bark, you can see some lichens. Looks pretty cool. Here's the raspberry. Looks like the berries are still hanging around, and some of them are actually turning red, but these are not worth harvesting because they're not really pollinated at all. This one does look pretty pollinated though. Wonder what it's gonna look like. And over here is the rosemary. I think rosemary is actually actively growing during this time of the year. And here's the other rosemary. You can see it's also actively sending out a lot of new growth. And over here's the lavender. I trimmed the plants heavily, and there's some new growth forming on mostly on the surface of the plants. Not a lot of new growth, but certainly still growing. Here's the peony. After I trimmed them, you can see the dormant buds on top of the soil now. The bright red things, those are the dormant buds that's gonna sprout next year. Dahlia finally has completely died back. Calla as well. I should clean these up. Here are all the bulb plants. Here you can see some sprouts from this one. It's tulip, but I don't think those are tulip. And over here, some more sprouts. These ones, I believe, are summer snowflakes. And here are the sprouts. Give you a closer look. And the hyacinth sprouts are getting bigger each week. In the backyard, you can see that one of the Hydrangea variety has started to die back. The leaves are turning yellow and they're falling now. And the dormant bulbs are forming. It's kind of messy, but I should be able to clean it up a few weeks from now. Over here is the shooting star variety of Hydrangea. You can see still lots of sprouting and new growth, especially from the base of the plants. And one little surprise from the backyard is the winter jewels. You can see the winter jewels are flowering now. Very nice little surprise. I wasn't expecting this, but apparently that's why they're called winter jewels, because they flower during the winter. All three of them are flowering. And And here's just a closer look at the flowers. One more thing from the backyard, the lily of the valley are dormant now. You can see those dormant buds on top of the soil, those little spiky things.